it's no secret that Kate Middleton has had issues with pregnancies in the past. We know that each pregnancy she has suffered with something called, I ain't even going to try and pronounce it, let's just call it HG for now. But it causes severe vomiting, weight loss and dehydration, just to name but a few. It affects less than 3% of pregnant women and there is no cure for it. It's most likely to happen within the first 4 to 6 weeks, and it can peak between 9 to 13 weeks. I mean, this sounds shit, to constantly be vomiting. Not to mention it can't be good for you, your stomach muscles constantly working like that whilst in the first trimesters of your pregnancy. That's going to do some damage there, which it does. It's 3 times more likely to cause a placental abruption, which is basically hemorrhaging. It's the termination of the baby at that point when it can't, your body can't. It's dangerous. It's life-threatening. There's nothing doctors can do other than replenish your fluids, tell you to get lots of rest, give you some medication, injection for the muscles, stay away from fatty foods, rich gravies, heavy sauces and sweet heavy desserts. That's it. That's all that they can do for her. And each time she has a baby it gets worse. It's more and more. She's risking herself more and more. I hate to be the one to call it out, but I think our beautiful, wonderful princess has just had a miscarriage. How do you come out to the open and tell them that you've just had a miscarriage? I think the Princess of Wales and the Prince of Wales deserve some privacy at the moment. But I think it would also take away everybody's speculation and people coming up with things and stuff that that would stop the distress a little bit. I mean, it's a distraction for sure. People are going to speculate. People want to know what's wrong with her. You know, there's concern. There's genuine concern there. We want to make sure she's okay. And unfortunately, that's part of being part of the royal. As much as they might not want the public to have too much information, you know, we as the public grow up with these people. We see their lives unfold. Of course, we become involved, and if something is wrong, we want to know if they're okay. You know, we want to send our best wishes and stuff. It can be a bit too much for the royals because it's a whole bloody country inquiring. I do think they deserve some privacy, but I do still stick to my allegations that I think she's had a miscarriage. You know, but we will never really truly know unless she tells us. A month, 3 months is a long time to have off. A month is a long time to have off, but 3 months is a long time to have off, which means it was an open surgery. It's an abdominal open surgery. And like I said in the video before, all the issues that we know, complications that she's had in previous pregnancies, I believe that she's had a miscarriage. And I think it's in the early stages of the pregnancy, which means she would not be able to pass it. I don't think that in her position that they're going to let her carry on having the baby, like until it gets, because I believe that the issue could be that the placenta sac that holds the baby inside may have split, it's erupted, entering into the body with a foreign mechanism like the baby itself, the fetus, swimming around in her body that could be damaging for a mother, especially with the condition that she has. And each pregnancy that she has is going to get worse. So having a 4th child could be very dangerous for her to have. And I believe that something like this would go the necessary lengths in order to protect her and make sure that she is healthy and okay. But I imagine emotionally her hormones would have been just changing too. So emotionally she might be in a flux too. The loss of a child, especially knowing Kate's massive work with young children's education and stuff. You know, it's tough, man. How do you come out to the world and tell them that you've just lost a baby? I do believe that they need some privacy, and you know, speculation amongst the people is going to happen. But overall, I think we just kind of let them, you know, have their time to kind of heal, process and stuff, and then possibly once she feels better and a little bit more herself, and kind of maybe it might be something that is discussed. Definitely, I know that people that have this condition, if they do have more children, it's something that can severely affect a child's mental capabilities of learning and stuff. And I honestly believe that it kind of connects with everything. It's something that's very personal to her with children, with her own kids, and the work that she does. And I kind of feel that this is an unspoken section of young childhood learning and stuff that isn't really spoken about, and the effects of pregnancy that can have long-lasting effects on children's capabilities and abilities and disabilities later on in life. I think this is a part of that is very much going to be part of her work going forward as well. Whatever the reasons that the Princess of Wales is in the hospital for at present, I sincerely hope and get well wishes to her, and a speedy recovery, healthy and speedy recovery, more importantly. And I truly hope that once they feel a little bit more up to it, feel a little bit more stronger in themselves, that possibly they might address the problem or the situation to the public and let us in on that, because I think it will provide an additional olive branch from the royals to the public in terms of showing, you know, that they go through the same kind of shit as we do, really. And kudos to King Charles right now as well, coming out, providing the distraction as well, with such a serious medical condition. I hope he gets well too. But I applaud him on being open about it and trying his best as a leader of this country to encourage men of all ages, more importantly at the later stages of life, to go get checked. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Come back soon. What is wrong with people? They're complaining that she's gone to private clinic. Oh, she's gone to private clinic. Well, thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Highness, for going to a private clinic. That means you're not taking up one of the NHS beds that the people of the country might need. So thank you very much. Of course she went for a private fucking clinic, because you nosy bloody gits would be in her business if she was in a normal hospital. She's gone to a private clinic for exactly that reason. Privacy.